Hi yogis, Emmy here. Today I have a morning practice for you. It's a nice way to get your day started on the right foot, give your backbone a little bit of a stretch and a twist, wake up your muscles. It'll be a short practice, so it's great to fit in before your work day or before your kids get up. Let's get started in a nice seated posture. It doesn't have to be anything specific. You could sit crisscross applesauce, you could sit in lotus. Just sitting up tall. Try to lower your shoulders down and away from your ears. You can close your eyes if you want. Slow your breath with each inhale and exhale. Maybe remind yourself to hold your core in tight. If you're just waking up, you might still be a little sleepy. If you'd like, you can start your day with a nice intention, just a happy thought to guide yourself through a good day. Maybe you want to think about the positives in life. Maybe your intention is just to enjoy the little things in your day. Noticing those little things that bring joy can sometimes make a huge difference in your attitude and the way you feel about your life. Now you can gently open your eyes if they were shut. Take a deep inhale and bring your arms up to the sky. And on the exhale, turn towards your left, floating your arms down. Inhale your arms up. And gently turn to your right, floating your arms down to the mat. Inhale back up. And exhale, turn to the other side. Inhale up. And exhale it down. This time, take your left hand to your right knee, your right hand behind you in a kickstand, and gently push against your knee, finding a deeper stretch and a twist. You can hold for a few breaths. Maybe turn your gaze over your shoulder behind you. On an inhale, inhale your arms up. And exhale, twist to the other direction. Your hand meeting your knee, your other hand. Kickstanding behind. Press into your knee, press into your hand. Turn your gaze behind you. Inhale up. And exhale your hands down through heart center. Now you can take your feet and place your feet together. Come into butterfly pose. You can flutter your little butterfly wings if you'd like, or you can just hold the static stretch. Sit up tall, head reaches the sky, shoulders push down away from your ears. If you're ready, you can walk your hands in front of you, or you're welcome to stay seated tall. It's just a different type of stretch in the same seated posture. And whatever feels best in your body is what you should stick with. You can walk your hands back up, sitting tall. Release your legs out in front of you. Reach your hands up to the sky and very gently forward fold. Your hamstrings are likely very stiff here. There's no pressure to go far. Try to keep your spine straight. Maybe you want to flex your toes and then point them. You can flex your toes again and you can point them. Just waking up those feet, waking up those legs. Maybe you'd like to give them a gentle massage as you sit here. Walking your hands back up your legs. Let's take our feet behind us and we'll come into tabletop posture. Hands below your shoulders, knees below your hips. Take a deep inhale and turn your gaze up, tilting your tailbone up, letting your stomach hang low but holding your core in tight. You want to bring your shoulder blades down, your shoulders away from your ear. And on an exhale, find the opposite curve. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. You can find a deep arch in your back. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. Feel free to move at your pace in this posture. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Find a neutral spine. Tuck your toes and lift up onto your feet. Those hamstrings are still really tight. I know we just woke up. It's early in the morning, so go ahead and walk out that dog. Lifting one heel and pressing the other towards the mat, and then doing it on the other foot. Try to keep your spine straight in this posture. Your elbows should be around your ears. Hold your core in tight. When you're ready, lift up on both toes, and then press your heels down towards the mat. You can take your right hand and reach towards your left ankle, and release. Take your left hand and reach towards your right ankle, and release. Let's do that one more time. Right hand grabs left ankle or calf. Release. Left hand reaches right. And release. Step high on your toes and step behind your wrists. Laying your stomach on your thighs, you can grab your elbows and just hang in ragdoll. You can rock back and forth if that feels nice. Find some gentle movement. Or you can take your hands and interlace your fingers and place them at the base of your head. Just breathe. Release your hands and roll up one vertebrae at a time until you reach the top. Shoulders go up, back, and down. Let's take our arms up on either side of our ears. Interlace our fingers at the top, pointing our pointer fingers up. Stand tall, straightening those arms. Find a gentle wiggle. Wake up your sides, wake up your back. Reach up to the top, and then slowly bend towards the right. You can remind yourself to pull your right shoulder forward and your right hip back. Try to find alignment. Inhale up. Take a deep inhale, reaching up towards the sky, and exhale, bend towards the left. Your left hip goes back, your left shoulder pushes forward. It just helps with the alignment. You should really feel it in your sides, waking up those muscles. Release to the top and forward fold. Grab each ankle behind you. Tuck your head on your legs and straighten your legs. Wake up those hamstrings. Inhale your arms back up. You can sit down in chair here. Let's wake up those legs some more. Pull your shoulders down from your ears. Hold your core in tight. See if you can sit a little bit lower. Now take your right leg and step it behind you into a runner's lunge. Check your alignment in your hips. Don't let your right hip sink low. It's not about depth, it's about strength. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, open twist towards the left. Turn your gaze behind you, looking at your left hand. You can lower your left hand to your back leg, lift your right hand up towards the sky, and find a gentle back bend. Release your hand up to the sky to meet your other. And we'll shift our weight to our left foot, lifting our right knee up off of the ground in front of us. You can take your right foot, place it on the inside of your left thigh. Find tree pose. Take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, step back into warrior two. Lowering your hands, reaching from side to side, gazing over your front hand. Now let's cartwheel our hands on the inside of our left foot. Lizard lunge, rock back and forth. Now hold your lizard lunge. You can stay up high or you can lower down to your forearms if that feels good. Waking up our inner thighs. When you're ready to release, push back up to your hands. We'll step back into plank, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift high onto your toes and step behind your wrists again. We'll hang in ragdoll one more time. Your feet about hip width apart. Your stomach is just resting on your thighs. This time I'd like to invite you to clasp hands behind your back. Now straighten your arms. If this is too much, you can let your arms just hang down in front of you, clasping elbows. Rock back and forth. You can wiggle your head a little bit, loosen those neck muscles. Release your arms to the mat and roll up one vertebrae at a time again. Shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale your arms up, clasping hands at the top, straightening them, pulling them in tight against your ears. Find that gentle half moon wiggle. Inhale back up, and exhale, bend towards the right. Check your alignment, make sure your right hip is back, your right shoulder is forward a little. Inhale up, and exhale, lean towards the left. Checking alignment, left hip back, left shoulder forward. You want to stack those muscles and stack those bones. Inhale up. This time, release your hands to your lower back. Lift your chest and find a gentle back bend. Press your hips forward. Inhale up. Arms reach the sky. Forward fold. Grab the backs of your ankles. Tuck your head towards your knees and straighten your legs. Inhale your arms up into chair pose. Sit down low. Keep your back straight, your core in tight. You can lift your toes off the mat because your weight should be in your heels. Now let's step the left foot back. Open twist, facing the right. Turn your gaze behind you. Lower your right hand down to meet your leg. Your left arm reaches the sky for a gentle back bend. You can turn your gaze to follow. Bring your right hand up to meet your left. We shift our weight to the right foot and pick our left knee up in front of us. Now you can find your right inner thigh with your left foot. Tree pose. Release your tree. Your left foot steps back for warrior two. Gaze looks over your right middle finger. Cartwheel those hands to the inside of your right foot and rock in lizard lunge. You can lower to your forearms if you would like, or you can stay up on your hands if that feels better. Releasing back up to your hands if you were on your forearms. Step your foot back into plank. Lower through chaturanga, elbows in tight. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Let's take that right foot up behind us for a three-legged down dog. And we'll bring it in front of us for pigeon. So your shin should be about parallel to the front of the mat. It's okay to bring your foot in tighter if you need to. Turn your gaze up towards the sky. Maybe find a gentle back bend. And if you'd like, you can walk your hands forward in front of you. Press your hands into the mat. Tuck your back toes. Lift our right foot back up towards the sky and lower to the mat. Let's do that on the other side. Left foot reaches the sky, comes up parallel to the front of the mat. Lower down for pigeon. Adjust your heel to find comfort. Lift your chest towards the sky. Find a gentle back bend. You can walk your hands forward into a comfortable posture. Enjoy your hips stretch. Press your hands into the mat, releasing that hip stretch. Tuck your back toes and bring your left foot up into the sky and lower it down to downward facing dog. Lift high on your toes and jump to a seated position. Let's take our legs out in front of us again. Sit up tall and go ahead and walk your hands forward. See if you woke up your hamstrings at all. Maybe you are finding a deeper stretch than you had earlier. Sitting back up tall. Let's take the right foot and place it on the outside of the left knee. We'll take our left elbow onto our right knee, our right hand behind us, and push into a seated twist. You can flex your toes Turn your gaze over your right shoulder and really push into your knee and the floor to get that deep twist. Exhale, release. Take your left foot and place it on the outside of your right knee. Take your right elbow to your left knee, your left hand behind you, and push into your elbow. Push into the mat. Look over your back shoulder and find that deep twist. Exhale and release. Instead of Savasana, I like to invite you to come to another seated posture. You can take a moment to just stretch out your neck here. Maybe roll your shoulders around a little. Tilt your ear down to your shoulder and to the other side. Take a deep inhale, sitting up tall, and exhale, ready for the day. Maybe think about your intention one more time. Find some peace before you start the day, thinking about the small, happy things in your life. Thank you for joining me for practice today. Feel free to stay in your seated posture and meditate a little longer, focusing on your breath or your intentions. And please have a wonderful day.